so the English muffin is prepared for you. You put it in the toaster first and you start the toaster. Now the key to this is it's going to cook the bottom of the English muffin for you. So that's already going to be done. We're going to move on while that's toasting because I've already got one pre-toasted. So one thing I learned from Jen over the years watching her cook is the most important thing to cooking is preparation and great ingredients. So when I used to do it, it was of course just fast stuff I could get from the kitchen, no prep, total mess. Place looked like a disaster. My mom would come in and question everything I did. My dad would ask me if I washed my hands. So I learned the very first thing you have to do is wash your hands. Also learned that it's important to clean your kitchen. So I've taken the time to go out and shop for all these ingredients, which I'm going to show you as I work through the pizza and show you what I've done to make these ingredients special. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got some marinara sauce, as you can see, and I've added in olive oil to that and blended that in. So it's going to have a little olive oil to it. It's not just your typical marinara sauce. And I also got some arrabbiata. I think that's how you say that. Is that how you say it, Jen? Yeah, to add a little spice to this. And you just put it on like you would a normal pizza. The second key to this is going to be the rest of your ingredients. So I think great food comes from great ingredients. So make sure when you go to do this that you pick the best food that you can for your body. And I'm going to take a little tip from Sham. I saw him earlier. He even looked at the vitamins that you're putting in your food, and I think that's super cool. So I was thinking about that, and I brought in some herbs to add vitamins into the food. So the next thing I'm going to do is I've got fresh mozzarella, and I know that's a dairy product, and I'm sorry, Master Evans, it's the only animal product we'll use today, but I just love my fresh mozzarella. So we're going to put that on here. And then I've cut up fresh mushrooms. So I'm going to take the fresh mushrooms, I'm going to put a couple of those on here. I like color on the food. I think the more color you put into food, the more beautiful it is. The more flavor you put in, the better it smells. And believe it or not, all of that goes into how good it tastes. So I like a little heat. I'm going to add some fresh jalapenos that I used a mandolin to cut so they're super thin. You can see they're like paper thin. Fun to put those on. Like to put a little bit of garlic that we cut up on here. And then I like to put a touch of salt on there and a couple of sweet basil leaves on both of them and oregano. So I put the oregano on there. Now, one key ingredient also when cooking in our kitchen is that you always give your pug working carrots. So pugs like to eat well too, so that keeps them in the kitchen. They behave well, they do tricks. It's a special little thing that we do in our kitchen. All you have to do next is you take the pizzas. This is the other key thing. So you're going to put it on, make sure you put it on parchment paper. Again, something I learned tonight. It's going to make it a lot cleaner when it comes out of the oven. The key to making these perfect is you set your oven to broil. So when you set your oven to broil, it's super hot, right? And it only cooks on the top side of the pizza. So since we toasted these already, boom, there they are. They come out perfectly crisp, ready to go. The bottom's already cooked. So all you have to do is put these pizzas in the oven for 5 minutes and they're going to come out perfect. Fortunate for you, I already did that, of course. So I have my 2 pizzas that came out. The other final ingredient, and I learned this from Master Evans many years ago. You always add your fresh herbs at the very end because they're going to give it a fragrance that's going to be super, super good. So you're going to come over. We're going to add our fresh parsley on top, just a little bit, which we pre-cut up. We'll add a little finishing olive oil, which, I mean, why not, right? And I recommend you pick your favorite plate, too, because plating it is an important part. So you can make the dish beautiful, which, believe it or not, is a trick that many restaurants use just to make your food taste a little bit better if it looks beautiful. Last thing, a little bit of Parmesan cheese to taste. And I'm going to show you this. Voila, 5-minute pizzas in the oven. I think they turned out pretty good. I will send you how to do this. I encourage you to pick out the best ingredients you possibly can and give it a shot. Thank you very much, Master Evans. Thank you, everyone, for coming. This was super fun. All right. Whew.